Teddy shit, yeah. The prince is here, y'all. Shut down, holy shit, go. Let's get it in. Free money. GP, what up, Buck? Body, we'll kill, what up? I'm back on business. My formal description is splendid. Straight nigga in the land. Look how I'm doing these bitches. Some of my bitches, strings is here. Leaf in the peace pipe. You know it's on me, right? Appetizer beer, bubble up when the water hit it. Face disappear from a 40 with shorty spit it. Scalp that plan definition what I am. Cause I G-Air, I call right here. Yes, I'm rock star, looking hard, not there. Sweet cheese, curl up, mama, I'm a player. And yes, I'm a player. Get paid, never player. He'll play, him get shot. I told you him a layer. I need my...
Yo, welcome to Let's Talk About It Shy. I'm your boy, the Black Kelly Several LeVar Helman in the building, man. Oh, man, I got my co-host here, the ever so beautiful, we're going to call her Mother Earth, Shatima is in the building.
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
I sell waist beads and beautiful earrings.
Yeah,
come check me out.
She got waist beads. If y'all got some small hips and those big things back, y'all get them waist beads, man. She like measuring y'all up, get y'all together. So,
yeah.
But how you been doing, baby?
I've been good. Just real busy. I've been real busy with work. But yeah. Yep, I've been good. Can't complain.
Okay. Hey, YouTube, hey, be sure to click, comment, like, and subscribe on this channel, man. We try to get our pages and our subscribers up as well. To my fam on Facebook, man. Hey, be sure to check me out, man. Hey, we got a couple other good shows coming to us in the show. Got a couple announcements I'm gonna make, man, coming soon. But right now, and Shatima, I'm gonna give you a heads up. I'm probably not gonna get into the real creative topics until probably late August, early September.
Okay.
I got some real world, real job shit to take care of first before I can put my energy and my creative juices to work. You know what I'm saying? But for the summertime, we're going to do a version of TV reruns. And I like to call this Reaction Wednesdays, right? So on Reaction Wednesdays, we look at some other reels throughout the week or past reels or current reels and breaking news, and we see other content creators put it out there, and then we're going to put our spin on top of their original reels. You understand the Reaction Wednesdays now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, because let's be honest, we ain't reading all them damn comments on them. We ain't reading all them comments. So, I'm randomly picking some out. I got one. Believe it or not, y'all, if y'all tune in to Facebook or whatever, Shatima tags me to everything.
I sure do.
You tags me to everything.
Like, this would be a good topic.
I'm gonna tell you, I think she be bullying me. I think she be like, you know what?
I'm not bullying you. I'm like, this would be a good topic. This would be a good topic. You get a good topic. You get a good topic.
Yeah, it is a good topic. I'm like, look, she's tickling my fancy right now. Let me be quiet. So I'm like, I look at, I ain't gonna lie, I look at him and I'm like, she knows she's trying to trigger me and get me to rat. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna save it to the show. And then, the day go on, like, you know what? She pat tagged me to something else. And so it's like, I can't never keep up with them, So, but hey, with the first one, okay, Shatima, are we ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Okay, that's ready.
She ready. Let's see what we got, y'all.
This woman cheated on her husband, got pregnant, and is mad that the husband will leave if she chooses to have. I want you to.
Damn. That it was right that he was making me choose between him and my child. He says he's going to divorce me if I keep the baby. But our marriage vows are for better or for worse. She doesn't want to give up her child for adoption. All I've been was a good woman to that man. I am so confused.
Now, in my opinion, that man should leave.
Okay. We need big screens on this one. That was a lot.
So
That was
it
a lot.
went in and out, but I think the gist of what I heard is that a woman cheated on her husband, got pregnant by the other man, and her husband is willing to forgive and stay with her if she gives the baby up for adoption. Is that the gist of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the question of this particular video is, who would you actually side with in this one? The husband or the wife?
I'm going to say if he cannot deal with it, divorce her. Period. End of discussion.
Oh Lord, you know what?
Just divorce. But here's the thing, like, I don't condone it, but women do it all the time. Men have outside babies all the time, and they accept the child.
But they don't. Most of them don't be with that dude though. That's the thing.
Don't be with what dude? What you mean?
I mean, they hold on, like if the dude have outside babies and stuff like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that same dynamic. But here's the thing. I don't think
it's the same dynamic, sweetie. I think what men don't realize is that when y'all got kids, it's a burden too. Like y'all thinking, y'all thinking, oh, the mama's gonna have the kids 24/7. First of all, a good father has his kids half of the time. There's no way that a woman should have her kids 24/7. It should be split days between here and here. You shouldn't be no weekend that you should be able to pick the kids up just as much as she does, having alternative weekends just as much as she does. This notion of the woman was going to have the kids and the fiscal responsibility. No, he should be able to pay whatever he's supposed to pay. Listen, children from a man on a woman's perspective is a burden too, because now you got to deal with the baby mother or the ex-wife. Now you got to deal with the child saying that, oh, you know, you're not my mama. Now you got to deal with money going out of you guys' household for child support to another household. It's kind of like the same thing. So in this case, if the husband doesn't want to deal with the new baby, then divorce her.
But Shalima, here's the thing. And I hear what you're saying, but the women have to deal with, I don't think women fully understand the responsibility, accountability that comes with it. Like we gonna come from two different perspectives on this one. Like you said, the woman have you're not my mama, and you know it causes that push and pull because of the authority thing. And if a woman can't deal with it, it's okay, and she's praised for walking away and standing on her own. But if a man doesn't step up and be a stepdad these days, or take on another man's responsibility, even though the mama was wrong in the conception of the child, it's like that man gets emasculated. Like you see it on Maury and Paternity Court and, all these other shows where it's, oh, you are not the father. It was like, wait a minute, all that baby know is you. It's like they get guilted into taking care of another man's child. And so it's like, if he doesn't do it, then he gets emasculated for it. So it's like, it's a push. Let me be clear about this. It's a push with me because I can see both sides of the topic of that situation. And I would say both are dead wrong. I don't think nobody's right in this particular situation. But if you had to assign one person, I'm going to say it was the wife, because she said, I've been a good wife. I'm like, how you been a good wife and you cheated on this man and you had somebody else's baby? Like, that don't even mix. But for the husband,
if a man has been a good husband and he cheats once, does that mean that he hasn't been a good husband?
You know what? I'm a smart ass, right? I'm a smart ass, Tatima, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say no. I'm gonna say that says he's not a good husband. And I'm gonna tell you the perspective I'm coming from. Because if a woman cheats once, you know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody do it one time or has that one mark against them and they're branded for it, they branded for life. You're not going to really get past that, and you're going to stamp them like, nah, you got this one mark on you. You can be the perfect picture, but it's just that little speck, that little speck is what all you're going to focus on. And most people in situations like that, that's all they focus on is the flaw. They don't look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's right, not condoning it, but there's a level of grace and mercy and understanding that should go along with that we lack in society these days.
I don't think we lack. Let
me see. Facebook, I got what's going on, Ooch, what's going on, Toya, Hendo, Courtney Jackson. The topic is a Reaction Wednesday, so you might have to scroll back. I just already played the video. Kristen and Cheryl. So I wanted to give you guys a shout out. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey guys.
And one more thing, because I'm on StreamYard, I'm streaming Facebook Live and YouTube. If you want your comments up on the show, you may have to go to YouTube and type them in, and I can put your questions and everything up on YouTube so we can answer them in real time. So I'm just going to give you guys a heads up with that. Okay.
That'll be done.
Go ahead, Shatima.
Yeah, just get a divorce. I think people just make things harder than what it is. If she doesn't want to give the baby up for adoption, then she doesn't have to. If he doesn't want to be with her, having a baby by another man, he doesn't have to.
Right.
If you find out a baby is not yours in paternity court, there's no emasculation for your inner self. You don't have to take care of that child. Like, we got to stop letting people's opinions make us feel bad of what we want to do. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to do what I want to do. You can't emasculate me. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do, period. So you can say all what you want to say. So I am personally pro leaving that child where it's at. If you don't want to be bothered, and it ain't your child. She'll figure it out. You get what I'm saying? I'm on the man's side, particularly in paternity court, that if a man is taking care of a child and has been told that a child is not his in paternity court, and in the beginning he thought that it was his, and he decides that I can't do this emotional thing with raising a child that's not mine, I'm going to back away, right? It's okay for him to back away. I'm not going to down him for that. I don't care if he's been in a child's life. His mental health, remember I work in mental health, his mental health is now compromised. Now, if he decides that he wants to still,
I'm gonna be honest, it goes both ways. I'm gonna be fair about it. It's just as much of a mental health thing for him as it is for her too. So I mean, if she leave, no, it's a mental health for her too. Yeah, I said it goes for both of them. So I'm gonna be fair about it. Like,
right, but at the end of the day, you knew that a woman knows if she slept with two men, and she needed to be upfront about telling the person that you may or you may not be the father. Now, in this case, because you brought up paternity court, if a man has been told up front that I don't know if you're the father or if somebody else is the father, and that man says, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to be in that child's life anyway, whether he's mine or she's mine or not, then when the paternity test comes and it's not his, and it's like, okay, you kind of knew that it was a 50-50 possibility that you may or may not. You can make your decision, but if you can't handle it, then don't be there at all until you know the actual particular results. But yeah, I'm pro men in the paternity court when I be hearing the judge, and I love the what's her name, judge, whatever. When the men have been lied to, and she be giving no child life. No, I ain't gotta. You better be glad I ain't no man. No, I've been lied to. No, I'm out. This gonna hurt me, but I'll be all right. This is what you can give me. You can get therapy for. You get what I'm saying? You can get therapy for hurt. You know what I mean?
Those shows are like very entertaining because it's like you said, but you know, it trips me out whether it's Maury or the paternity courts on those shows that when it comes back, it's funny how they are very confident and then the results drop, and how it amazes me at how some of them actually break down because it's like they convince themselves this is the case. Like I messed off, but they try to. It's a form of like them trying to rewrite history, and then it's like when reality smacks them in the face, they break down and cry. And the crazy part is, get us some tissue, and both the Baylors come and console her, and whoever's with her in her corner, they console her, right? You know, and she the one in the wrong, right? But the damage is really done to the man because there are times where these men be out here invest the most. They invest the most in the prenatal part of it, and they have to deal with a lot of stuff. And so for the results to come out, it's not mine. It's like that episode of Martin. Wait a minute. Shorty not mine. I done spent all, he said he's not mine, and I done spent all my money on Shorty. That's what the dude original feeling is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of anger and resentment that comes along. And let me answer Corey's smart ass question on Facebook real quick. Okay, he was like, "How is therapy working out for me?" It is working out amazing. I encourage everybody to do it.
Corey.
You trying to be funny.
Corey.
You trying to be funny.
You know hey, Corey.
How are you? You know what I'm saying? You know, I would suggest Corey to go do it, but it ain't gonna help. I said it.
Shots fired. I recommend everybody go to therapy.
I recommend it too. And trust me, Shatima, I was dead set against it.
I'm glad that you,
most
black men are.
This is my problems, you know.
Most black men are. Most men are. So,
yeah.
I'm glad that more black men are taking account of their mental health. Mm-hmm. You know, and that they're doing the necessary work in order to kind of fix some of the issues that they have, because they have a lot of issues. A lot.
We you know what? That's a conversation for another day. But you know what? We're getting on with this show because I don't have the energy to go down this road with you tonight. Shatima.
Well, you can't debate with me because remember, I now work in mental health, which means I have stats and statistics. You're gonna have to bring the numbers, and I'm letting you know.
Now you know I like a challenge now.
Do the challenge.
Let's do the challenge.
Black men have a lot of issues. I'll just put it like that.
So does black women. But anyway,
it doesn't matter about black women. Black women seek out therapy in order for their issues. That's on record. Yes, they do. Check your stats. We can debate.
Hold on. We're gonna say that for next week. We're gonna say that for next week.
We're gonna save that for next week.
Say that for next week,
Wednesday, honey.
All right, we're gonna say that for next week. But right now, we're gonna get on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
Let me see. You know, we got to pull up shit around here. So,
okay.
Right.
A woman can go out with a guy, a high status male. She can have sex with him, which gives her the impression that's her weight class for a relationship, but he's not interested in a relationship. And then she basically decides the bottom 90 are no longer in her weight class. And you can't tell a woman to lower her expectations, but the reality is, and what the data I've seen on dating apps is that all of the women want the same few guys and they shut out the rest.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a few things I'll respond to there. So one, going back to the income graph, I want to just call out that yes, right now in a few urban markets, women are making more than men. So women in DC and New York under 30 are making more than men on average, but in most situations, men are still making more than women, but we're talking about a projection. Going back to the dating research. So yes, it's exactly as you described. What we have right now is there's fewer and fewer men that are hypergamous mates for women. So if there's a much smaller pool of guys, then what you have is you have a bunch of women competing for the same men, and then a bunch of guys get ignored. But what I also see is that those top guys are having a hard time deciding. So I feel like in my coaching practice as a dating coach, I'm working with a lot of women who say, what do I do? I've changed my profile the way you said I should. I took your class, but I still feel like there's just not enough great guys. And then I work with these CEO men who are having such a hard time choosing. And so I think we really have this exacerbated problem where so many women are competing for the same men, and then a bunch of guys are getting ignored. And then what ends up happening is, where do those guys go? And they go online. That's what you see. They go to porn. They go to porn, or they go to Reddit. They're really going to some of these red-pilled communities. And so what you're seeing now is just men really opting out of society. So when you go back to that stat, 1 in 7 young men in the UK is NEET, not an employment, education, or training. They have just opted out.
Okay. Let me get your thoughts. What you get
What's
from
your
that?
question?
Because they do some statistics out here, and I ain't gonna say I know my audience right now, but I know my guests right now. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get your feedback.
Wham, 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 quack, cry. Listen, wham, 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 quack, cry, cry, cry. And step your game up. Here's the thing. Let's talk about online, because what happens is that men get on social media and they're talking about women picking the top % of men. First of all, this is a lie. There are plenty of women that are picking men at all income levels, all looks. Women are having babies by average men. They're marrying average men. Not all of these men are taking all of the women. So let's talk about the first thing. When he said that you have women that are having sex with the top percentage of men. Women have sex with men who they are attracted to. I want you men to understand that if a woman is being intimate with you, that means she is attracted to you, period. If she's not attracted to you, it doesn't matter how much money you got, unless she's after that money. It doesn't matter about the personality. Sexual attraction matters to women too. So all of these men that are whine, it lets me know you're not getting none, and you're jealous of the 10% men, because who goes all on the internet complaining about the 10%? Become the 10%. Stop your whining. If you're unattractive, if you're not getting the women that you want, that's the thing. You're not getting the women that you want, right? Because it's some woman that like you, but you don't like her back. Okay. So when men get to talking about, well, these men are just having sex with you. Listen, if I have a choice between having sex with the man I'm attracted to and a man I'm not attracted to, and both of y'all on bullshit, guess who I'm going to choose if I'm on that type of demon time? I'm not on that demon time, but if I was, I'm going to choose the attractive man. Period. Because what women are experiencing, it don't matter if you're attractive, top 10%, 90%. A lot of men are on BS. Not consistent, not intentional. What you think are on these dating sites? You think the dating site? Let me tell you about the dating sites, LeVar, because I'm on the dating sites. You men don't be on the dating sites. You don't see what I see. Unattractive men that I'm swiping left on because they're unattractive. They're not putting nothing on their. They're not putting nothing on their profile that's appealing. They got a drink in their hand. They smoking. Their lips is black. They ain't got no Vaseline on their lips. Them are the men, the unattractive men are complaining. Go look in the mirror. Fix yourself up. Present yourself. Clothes is all sloppy. Are you serious? They missed that whole point about the image consulting with Kevin Samuels when he was telling dudes, get your image together.
Go ahead. You making me drink tonight. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Get your image together. While they worry about women who she fat or she a 5, you a 2. You were too. You got a lot of nerve talking about somebody's looks. And here's the thing: men are not attractive. The majority of men are not attractive. Period. They're just not. Y'all are men, right? So y'all not, unless you're a pretty boy. No, you look at the average man. He's not like attractive, right? You get what I'm saying? Women are meant to be attractive. We're the ones who have the body parts. We're the one who all have all the skincare. It's geared for us to be beautiful, right? And to be all of these things in order for us to become beautiful. We got the wigs, we got the makeup. Men, on the other hand, you get your hair cut, you wash up, and that's about it. You work out. So the 90% of men that's complaining, it lets me know that you're not getting the women that you want, and you need to work on doing whatever you need to do in order to get the women that you want, period. Because again, I can get a man that I want in terms of sex. If we're just talking about sex, they using that as if the 90% of men don't want sex too. All men want sex. The 10% want sex. The 90% want sex. So you all want sex. The 10% men ain't intentional. The 90% men ain't intentional either. He on bullshit too. So when men get to, and then I'm on a tangent because I'm sick of this. When men be like, oh, give the ugly man a chance. No, you give him a chance. Why you think the ugly man gonna treat a woman right? They be the main ones that be trying to humble women and take advantage of women. Women are dealing with ugly men. Women have dealt with broke men. The same results. If a man doesn't have good character, he just doesn't have good character. I'm not picking on ugly, unattractive men.
Are you finished yet? Can I tell you that?
I'm sick of y'all dudes
hang
whining.
on.
You see the camera? I'm sick of y'all whining. Oh, and then let me make this point. Oh, you guys picked this man in high school. It's 30 years later. You still talking about the cheerleader that didn't pick your ass in high school? Go get therapy, sweetie. How dare you get on the internet at 53 years old? Oh, when they was in high school, they picked a bad boy. She was 16, 17 years old. When you were in high school, you were probably a whore, sir. You wasn't ready for marriage. Men are whining on the internet. I'm sick of it. Go get your money up. Go get your muscles up. Go get whatever up that you need.
Hang on, Shatima. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second.
I'm done. Did you just do that? Why are we emulating drugs?
After that rant, I had to. Oh my God. So hold on. Time out. Let me backtrack for a second, okay? You said the dating sites are full of ugly guys.
I didn't say they're all ugly. What I'm saying is that I'm going to pick, I'm actively on the dating sites. So let's just say, why am I picking the top 10% men? Because the men are attractive to me.
So hold on. So number one statement. Basically, if you realize and cut through all the fluff of what you said, money is always going to be attractive. True or false?
False. According
to the rant that you said,
you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm on a dating site. I don't know how much money these men make.
I listen to you from a general standpoint.
Go ahead.
From the way it was presented, most people would say money is attractive, and so they would agree with it. If they take your statement, that's probably how they would internalize it and comprehend it. So that's number one.
That's not how they internalize it. I say you have to be attractive. I said nothing about money. That's not what I said. Here's the thing. A lot of men think because they have money, that means that they're going to be attractive sexually. It doesn't mean. There are, yes, specific women that don't have to look at you and your looks and the way that you look and not feel disgusted by the way that you particularly look, and that could just go after your money. Most women are not like that.
You know what bends all that morals? And you know what? I would almost agree with you if it wasn't for a show with these three words: flavor of love. Flavor, ugly motherfucker, but them motherfuckers was getting paid to dating and fuck around with him, whether it was on camera or off camera. They did that shit. And
Yeah,
he
but
had
that's not
multiple seasons. So that goes to show you
that's
how
not the real world, though. You're taking an entertainment show where people were being paid. That's not the real world. That's not the real world.
You can see it every day where it's ugly motherfuckers with money that do way better than motherfuckers that's good.
But let me ask you, name 10 ugly motherfuckers that you know with money that got the baddest chick on their arm. I want you to know show me these people personally. Text me right now. Who?
Lil Wayne.
Got who?
Lil Wayne, man. Lil Wayne had some of the. He had what? Laura London. He had fucking what's her name?
Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne.
He had a whole roster. That motherfucker looked like a fucking gremlin.
So, but here's the thing with the difference with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, unfortunately,
that's the difference. Hold on. You said name me an ugly person with money who got some bad chicks. You said name me at least.
So
you said name 10. I started out with Lil Wayne #1 out the gate.
Got you, but y'all, you and me don't have Lil Wayne money. I want us to remove ourselves from celebrities. We talking about everyday people. We talking about everyday people. No, because there is a difference between a celebrity, a millionaire, and a person that makes 50K, 70K, 100K. We're nowhere near that. You're comparing and you're doing the comparison by you looking at celebrities. Lil Wayne is on drugs, unfortunately, allegedly. Let me put that. He sips lean, allegedly. And so that has made him deteriorate in looks. When he first came out, he may not be my cup of tea, but he wasn't that bad of a looker. But because he has, kind of altered his opinions because allegedly that he has been doing drugs, now he kind of looks bad, right? But when he had Toya, they were young. She was with him and they had a kid. And then he got famous. Huh?
You can lose weight. You can't fix ugly, though.
To me, I'm sorry. I don't particularly, when I look at him in his old days and young days, I don't think that he's ugly. I don't necessarily say people are ugly, given that that's just not my personality. I was using this personally.
Shatima, two things. And I got to address this. I got to say this. Because you also said something to your rant. You said about personal hygiene and how you look because of the guys on the dating sites. And you brought up Kevin Samuels. I said, ain't this a motherfucker? It is women that say, if you say, oh, I'm a fan of Kevin Samuels, it's a turnoff. But then it's like, man, it's like you a fan of Kevin Samuels till it crosses your doorstep. So, but I do agree with you about the personal hygiene thing. I'm big on that myself. Okay, so that's one thing. Secondly, every time we have discussions like this, and this is what I'm going to call like a little bit of hypocrisy, because women always use the celebrities and the high status people on TV with the notoriety as the main subject of their points in these discussions. But the minute a man does it, it's like, whoa, let's go back to reality of the everyday person. I'm like, hold on, why is it good for you guys to use the top level, but it's not okay for the man to do it?
When are women using, that's not.
You just shut my thing down when I brought up Lil Wayne being ugly and having money. You just
Lil Wayne ain't on the dating website, sweetie. He ain't on the dating website, sweetie. We talking about regular, everyday men that at best may make 200K on these dating sites. Okay?
You ain't never seen no Lil Wayne-ish looking dude on these dating sites?
Not necessarily, but I've seen some men that could do better.
Okay.
Absolutely. That could do better. Absolutely. Because I'm swiping left. And I know a lot of women are swiping left because they're not presenting themselves in a good way. You just on there just looking like any old thing. So what I'm addressing what the dude in the video said, that he specifically referred to dating sites. As a woman that is on dating sites, I'm going to tell you why those other men get ignored, because they're not attractive. Period.
Okay.
Just like women may not be attractive to them, they swipe. So all of this whining, you get what I'm saying? Why men are whining? They whining and whining and whining. Listen, an ugly girl can still have sex with the top tier men. Unfortunately, the ugly man can't have sex with the top tier woman, and that's what he mad about. I could be the ugliest chick on the block, and a man still will wanna.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go the way. I disagree with that point for a second. I will go as far as saying this. a somewhat ugly girl, no, an ugly man has a better chance of marrying. That's got his stuff together, that's got money, has a better chance of bagging a nice, pretty woman in terms of long-term relationships and marriage than an ugly woman having the same thing with a handsome man.
You said marriage. We're talking strictly about sex. We're not even getting
sex. No, that's a wash. Well, hey, that's a wash when the liquor's in this. When the Remy's in the system, ain't nothing going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Liquor is a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that I'm for it, but I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
so that's what I'm
it
saying.
goes both ways. I mean, hold on.
The
It's been a lot of.
90%
It's been a. Hold on, and trust me, I'm as straight as a dollar bill going through a vending machine. There's been a lot of handsome guys that lower their standards and mess with some girls that they probably ain't gonna never let it be known. But the motherfuckers ain't too pleasing to the eye to wake up next to. If I can say that much. You know, they cough when they go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't gonna let it be known, but guys do that. Like, it goes both ways.
Yeah, I got a issue with that alone, but that's a totally different show. Because
no, I'm saying the sex thing is a wash.
Yeah, because my thing is that if you're not attracted to this particular woman, somebody lying, how are you getting aroused if you're not attracted at all to this so-called ugly woman? You can answer that question.
You want me to answer it? I can answer for pretty much majority of the guys on there. You want me to answer it? It's one of two things.
Okay,
it's one of two things. It's one of two things. It's one of three things. She could be ugly with a lot of money. She gonna spend a bag on me. I can't be attracted to her, but guess what? I'm gonna try to ride that motherfucker to the wave to get what I want out of her. Yeah, some guys who think like that. Not that I condone that, but I'm acknowledging it. Okay. The last two, she either got some big ass titties that I want to test drive the motherfuckers, or she got a nice ass that I want to get some back shots to. It's one of those three things.
Okay.
If I'm not like attracted to her though.
So you are attracted to her. You're attracted to her body. Maybe
body
she may
part, not her. But hold on. Even if it's a body part, I'm speaking on it from a man's perspective. I'm looking to have fun with you. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So it's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get in here real quick and get out. Like, that's how most of us would think. Well, now, anything beyond that point, sometimes as men, we find ourselves, shit, damn, she dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? And you learn to become attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know that until you go down that road.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that men who is being with the unattractive woman more so in the face, if she has a banging body, you can still be attracted to her because you have to be aroused. That's what I'm saying. That women, on the other hand, let me play it out. Mm-hmm. What are we gonna be aroused by? You unattractive all the way. Ain't no body part attractive about you as a man. So unless you have some women that can look past it. And here's the thing. If you're unattractive as a man, there are some women that can look past all of that. Go date those women. What are people complaining about? What are men complaining about? I don't get it. What are men complaining about? Please tell me what are men complaining about.
Shatima, it's initial attraction, right? It's initial attraction, okay? Getting a foot in the door. Now, I'm going to sit here and say this, not saying this to me. Trust me, I know some ugly motherfucking dudes out there that got some bad chicks, right? They got a foot in the door. And that ugly dude ended up cracking this girl. He ended up smashing her. And he put that thing on her. And the next thing you know, this pretty motherfucker, she on his heels. He still, the looks ain't changed. But he put that thing on her when she ain't going nowhere. She'll do anything. But so I always say, sometimes when you get to that point of sex, that's a game changer too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing is,
I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying for some though.
Being attractive is subjective. What you may deem is unattractive, somebody else may deem attractive. So that's the other point that I wanted to make, right? Everybody views attractiveness differently. I've been called ugly on the internet by men. Me, ugly.
I mean, me too.
You know what I'm saying? So
I've been
at the
called
end of the day,
ugly by a female. So I mean,
exactly. So at the end of the day, it's whatever a person that looks at you feel that you are in their particular eyes. So attractiveness is subjective. What I want men to stop whining about is that you're whining about the women that you want. Period. You're whining about the women that you want. And you're whining about, oh, they dated thugs in high school. This is 30 years ago. This is 30 years ago. Why are we talking about something?
Men don't whine about the women that they want.
They do whine about the women that they want, that they can't get. Then why?
Men hold on. The reason I say that because men are more realistic thinkers, and we learned a long time ago we're not going to get everything we want in a woman. It's not. You don't have a lot of men that's like, it's either all or nothing. I'm not gonna compromise. I'm not gonna. If I can't get 100%, I don't want it at all. Men don't have that. We learned that if we can get 60% of the women, that's a win for us. You know what I'm saying? Now there's a lot of women. I'm not settling. If I can't get 100, I ain't wasting my time. The majority of women carry that mindset. And that's where it comes. So women have that mindset. Women have more the mindset of going out here playing and exercising their options than men. Men gonna take what they can get. Men gonna take what they can get. They gonna strike them.
Why are they on the internet talking about a woman's looks and what some woman did in high school?
Because so hold on. Number one, hindsight is always 20/20. That those particular guys know how that woman moved when she was in the past. And you're right. She probably didn't study his ass for whatever reason. That's their business. That's their past. Don't concern me. Okay. As time goes on and she got knocked off, but she got drugged through by her type. Now, when she get in her 30s, 40s and got a couple kids and stretch marks to go along with it, now she want to sit here and compromise and she want to give him a shot because number one, she's in her mind thinking he's going to look at her like she's still a teenager when she's not. There's some scars on that boy. You know what I'm saying? And she's not looking at it like there's no capacity of saying that this man is going to look at me different when he actually is. Because it's like, even for me, somebody tried to spin the block. I'm like, I can't even take you seriously. If I'm not your number one choice, I'm good. I can't find myself to get there because I'm never going to feel safe in this relationship. No, I'm just saying, I'm never going to feel safe in this relationship. So I know exactly how far I want to go with it. Yeah.
What you mean you wasn't her number one choice?
She chose another nigga over me. I ain't going to never feel safe. Hold on. This is my thought process.
Okay.
I'm not putting this on every other man, but this is my thought process. Let me say it one more time. My thought process. Okay. If you choose another dude over me, and some time go on, and you break up and you go through your scars and your trials and tribulations with that motherfucker, and some time go past, and then you want to give me a chance, I'm never going to feel safe with you. I can't even look at you in a relationship because number one, I'm not going to feel safe. Number two, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm always going to be like, I'm a placeholder until she found who she really want to get me with. So it's just a breeding ground for disaster. And I won't even go down that road.
Yeah, men are known for spinning the block. So they spin the block too. There's men that listen, men come spin the block. My thing is I don't think that deeply into what you're thinking. Is that I don't remember you, dude. You get what I'm saying? I've had men that I may have went out on a date with maybe a year ago or talked on the phone with, and I didn't talk to them no more. And here they go sending me an email. Hey, how you doing? I want to buy some soaps. I remember blah, blah, blah. How do you remember everything about me, dude? Who are you? I don't remember you. Or somebody called me
he actually liked you and paid attention, but probably due to some weird shit, you didn't give him a chance.
No. It's not. Y'all trip me out thinking that I don't give men a chance. Men eliminate themselves. I do give men a chance.
You don't think women eliminate themselves?
Eliminate? What do you mean women eliminate?
Women do some fucked up shit that men don't like and tax themselves out.
Oh, I can't speak on me. I'm not doing nothing. So
Oh,
at the
see,
end of the day,
I'm
no,
moving
I'm
the
not.
goalpost.
No, I'm not. Well, you forget about the other women. I'm
No,
talking about me.
I'm speaking in truth. I'm speaking. Hold on. I've never moved off the plane of being, generally speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I never moved
well,
off that plane.
I don't know what other women is doing. What I'm talking about me right now. Okay,
But that's the thing. You're talking about
I'm talking about me. Men have tried to come back, and I don't remember you, so it's a no. You didn't follow up. Then we went out. You didn't follow up, so it's like I'm next to the next man. We didn't build no type of relationship. We didn't build no type of nothing. But all I'm saying is that men have tried, and women can attest to this and say that men will try to come back, whether men that they have dated briefly or they may have talked to. It's just like, really? No, no, no. You could be whoever what you was with, but I don't remember you. It's so egotistical to think that a woman will remember you, that she don't have no time spent with you, that I'm going to remember you. A lot of y'all men think that women just out here desperate, sitting waiting around of a dude that I didn't talk to 2-3 years ago. No, we done moved on.
You are so incorrect on that. Men don't sit around thinking that a woman is desperate. A man's like, okay, if she
I think y'all think women are desperate.
He's no. Here's the thing. We're so complicated. We're simple. Now we're so complicated. We're simple. I can encapsulate everything in a very short description. Okay, we like you. We're gonna express it. We're not gonna chase you. Okay, we're gonna express that we're interested. We want to take you out. We want to show you a good time. We're interested, and we go as far as just laying our cards on the table. Okay, we'll let that be known. Okay, men don't have a problem doing that. Okay, so when you say men is worrying about this and a woman, no, we don't, because it's like you shoot us down, we on to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Women too. Not shoot
Y'all
us down, but if you don't show consistency,
hold
we're
on
on to the next one.
Hold on, time out. I would disagree, because even in a social setting, a man walk up with one particular woman that he's eyeballing and she around her friends, the most intimidating shit ever. We'll go shoot our shot knowing that ours that's putting all our eggs in that basket for that one night, because if we try to spin off at a different point and talk to one of the friends, you try to talk to my friend first. It don't work the same way with guys. If I shoot a girl down, guess what? My homie gonna be right behind you saying, shit, you don't want her, I'll take her. He gonna scoop that up real quick, and he ain't even gonna hold it against her. It's just the way it works.
Okay. I mean, at this.
All right. So you said okay. All right. So hold on. I got one more video, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for the day, because
what are people in the comments saying? What they saying?
We both made good points. Of course, Corey was, when you was talking, was like, what is the moral of the story? Corey once again said, good sex is great for the soul. I think that was more towards you. Basically, Corey kind of instigating a little bit. It's cool.
He a little instigator.
Little instigator. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I got this last one.
About my sex life, okay?
Yeah, I got this last one from the queue up, and it's kind of an oldie but a goodie.
You know what Father's Day fall at? Number 20. I can't think of 18 other holidays. Do you realize Halloween is number 6? Does that mean ghosts and goblins go before fathers? All day number 13. It is. I just in your house. Where you get that $50 from? I discovered it in your kitchen. Ridiculous. Fathers, and it's mother's fault. It's mother's fault. Because see, when Mother's Day come around, fathers go in their pocket deep. Go in their pocket deep. Hey, I want to get my mama something. You cash that money out. What mothers do? Hey, I want to get daddy something. Well, go in that car. It's some change in my little cup holder in there. Don't nobody even have a sale for Father's Day. Who has a Father's Day sale? Mother's Day sale is like 30 of them. Everybody have Mother's Day sale. Don't nobody have no Father's Day sale. Who has Father's Day sale? The dollar store. That's how you get water hose and jumper cables for fathers. And the stores know this because now the store got a little trick for fathers. They make little packages where a little box give you suspenders, socks, and a shirt. One box. And you know what kids do? They give you that stuff throughout the year. They give you that shirt for Father's Day, them socks for your birthday, and then they just randomly give you something else as, you know, they think about it. It's crazy. Father's Day sucks. And I'm a father. I did all this work to be a father for it to suck.
Okay, I had to throw that in there because Father's Day is Sunday. I ain't seen a sale yet. I'm gonna put it like that.
Happy
I ain't
Father's
seen a sale
Day.
yet. God damn it! You see, is there any truth to what that man just said? That is the question right there. Audience, chime in on this one. I want to hear this bullshit. I want to hear people defend this shit. I want to hear people. You don't get the same marketing power as Mother's Day. And we provide the seed for mothers to be mothers.
Well, I will say this. I think it all boils down to as to women have a tendency to spend more money in terms of just gifts. So it's just you're gonna spend a lot of money on a woman because the upkeep of a woman is more. We'll buy you some socks. We'll buy you some trousers. We'll buy you some shirts. Men, in terms of gifts, what do y'all have? What would you, let me ask you a question. What would you want for Father's Day?
You know what? Take me out to eat. Well, you ain't got to take me out.
Okay,
to
so
eat. We don't have. You don't see a lot of reservations.
They do reservations.
Macy's don't have no Father's Day sale. You only get Home Depot, Lowe's.
That's what men gravitate
I can't confirm whether or not that. You don't have men at places that's gonna have a Father's Day sale for shit. You know what I'm saying? But look at Mother's Day sales. Mother's Day sales are advertised 2 weeks in advance, minimum.
Well, let me tell you.
You just sat here yourself. You was like, "Oh yeah, Sunday is Father's Day." They don't. Come on now.
I forgot.
You got to acknowledge the inconsistency and the imbalance here.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, my dad is passed on, so Father's Day is not a. I don't like to remember Father's Day or Christmas because he passed on Christmas, so I try not to think about things that upset me. But I think from an economical standpoint is that the reason why you may not see a lot of sales for Father's Day is because from a retail standpoint, men don't spend a lot of money. And I used to work at Macy's for the holiday. They do spend money, but at certain periods and certain times, women spend more money. But I used to work in the men's department. They were spending money on very expensive things and expensive clothes. So they may buy in bulk, but they're not consistent shoppers like that. Like for us, we'll go to the mall every other week where a man may go once or twice to the mall for certain things, or either maybe once a month or maybe once every quarter and buy things in bulk, if that makes sense. I've seen it for myself. But women, we coming around and we're shopping and we looking and we buying perfume and we buying clothes and we're changing the way that we look every 5 minutes. So yeah.
You know what? Hold on. I need to take me another bump off that shit. All right. Anyway.
What? I don't like that. I work for a substance abuse this company? Why are we facilitating you emulating?
Hey, I'm full of jokes, and I
Okay,
gotta turn my,
like I don't like
I'm
that.
full of jokes, and I gotta turn my cries into laughs right now. So you gotta bear with me.
Well,
when
I don't
do this shit.
approve of
But
this
anyway,
fake sniffing cocaine.
you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Because let me highlight something here. You just sat here and said women are gonna spend money, this, that, and the other, right? You said women are gonna spend way more money than men, and men are traditionally not gonna spend a lot of money. Here is some facts, okay, and some contradictions. Men do spend money because there is not one man that don't go deep in his pockets to make sure his mama, his baby mama, wife, etc., got something special on Mother's Day. Number one.
Okay.
Hold on. Number one. Number two, here's the contradiction now. Because we come on these shows and we always talk in the context of relationships and how women out earning the men and shit like that, but they don't go deep in the pockets for the dads like that, like the dads do for the mamas.
They do go deep in the pockets.
The lies you tell.
They do go deep in the pockets. They do.
You know, hold on. I've been a dad. God has blessed me to be a dad for 17 years. Okay. I had 17 Father's Days. Ask me what the most expensive thing I've ever gotten for Father's
That means
Day.
that the person that you was with, she didn't like you.
Hold on.
She didn't like you.
And that's a hold on. That's a question I want to pose to people on YouTube and Facebook right now. Name the most, if you're a dad, what's the most expensive gift you ever got for Father's Day? Strictly for Father's Day. I want to know the comments on this one. You know what I'm saying? But the most expensive thing I got, I still got, and it's a fucking coffee mug.
Why don't you? Okay, again, this is the whining that I'm talking about. Men be doing whine. Tell the person that's buying the gifts what you want for Father's Day. What do you want for Father's Day? You want to be taken out to eat? Okay, tell the if that's all that you want. I used to ask my dad, what does he want? If he wanted to go out to eat, my dad was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, well then I'm just gonna go ahead and plan something and invite, whoever. So yeah, did I do something every year? No, it's according to budget.
So Shatima, can I ask you a question real quick? Mm-hmm. By me stating facts and posing a question, do you think that your response and saying whine was it validating my feelings and my thoughts?
I'm not saying whine to you. What I'm saying is communicate as to the gift that you want. Say for Father's Day, I want to go out to eat. For Father's Day, I want to get guitar lessons. For Father's Day, I want to, you get what I'm saying? This is what I want. What's wrong with you communicating and saying, this is what I want for Father's Day?
Two things. 9 times out of 10, and I can't speak for all fathers, I can only go off my experience on this one, but we're not asked what we want for Father's Day.
Okay.
We're just not. That's number one. Number two, and I really do mean this wholeheartedly, you're not going to catch a lot of men that's going to say what they want. We just appreciative we getting anything in the first place.
But then y'all
I wasn't hold on. I wasn't whining about it. I wasn't whining about it. I wasn't complaining about it. I was just stating there is a difference.
Then that's the reason why.
In terms of value, in terms of acknowledging and celebrating Mother's Day as compared to Father's Day.
Because women state what they want. That's what I'm trying to communicate to you, not teasing you specifically. I'm making a whine general statement. Women communicate what they want. Oh, you know what you could buy me for Mother's Day? I want you to buy me that perfume set. Or you can buy me for Mother's Day. I want a gift card, or I want to get my nails and stuff done. Women do a better job communicating as to what they want for Mother's Day. So you just answer your own questions. Men don't communicate what they want. We don't know what you want.
hold on. That's part of the Delulu land in this conversation. Okay, because let me break this
Delulu.
down. Hold on. All right, hold on. You not together as a couple with your baby mama or your baby daddy. Okay. Do you think they had that conversation of going up to each other? What do you want for Mother's Day, or what do you want for Father's Day? Do you think they not together, but do you think they actually go up there and have that conversation?
Why are you expecting a gift from somebody that's
my
not?
My point is, under your explanation, that's two people together.
Two people together, right?
The thing with child custody, and you can look this up in terms of USconsensus.gov about the divorce rates and joint and split custodies within a household. You're gonna have majority of the kids and stuff, and kids or teenagers or kids or whatever that grew up in separate households. You know what I'm saying? Split parent households. Right. They're not together. They're not married, but you're going to have a lot more of that dynamic. Do you think that the mother and the father of a kid that's in separate households, do you think those parents communicate each other in acknowledging Mother's Day and Father's Day? Oh, what do you want for Mother's Day? What do you want for Father's Day? Do you think they had that conversation and they not together?
Yeah, but why should they have that conversation?
So my thing is you're not going to communicate that. But 9 times out of 10, even in them situations, the dad is going to spend more money in acknowledging and praising that woman on Mother's Day than that woman does to him on Father's Day.
Oh, not me. My son's father hates me. I've never gotten a Mother's Day gift from him.
Well, see, y'all, hold on. Now, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Now you got the ones who can't stand each other. See, that's a whole nother dynamic that we got to acknowledge, but they're not a part of this equation. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe when we were together, I don't necessarily remember, but after never got a Mother's Day gift, so I wasn't even factoring them into the conversation. I'm talking about people that you're together with, or you're gonna get gifts from your children, because that's what you're supposed to get.
That's an ideal world that you will think that who you have a kid with, you're probably still together with that your baby mama, baby dad, or that's ideal. That's traditional. I would actually get on board with that if the statistics pointed more to that, of more of two-parent households. I'm with you $100,000, but in reality, we got more separate parent households than two-parent households.
Well, then you shouldn't be expecting a gift.
I gotta acknowledge both sides of it.
Then you shouldn't be expecting a gift. That's null and void. We're specifically talking about
men don't really expect gifts. It's like we be happy.
Yeah, women don't either. Women,
if you're not together, and if you let us grill and have a picnic on Father's Day, you know what I'm saying?
If you're not together, you don't expect a gift. This discussion purpose is specifically for people who are together and have kids with one another, or the kids are getting something for the father. So here is what I would tell men. Communicate as to what you want and stop the complaining and whining. What do you want? For Father's Day, if y'all going to give me a gift, I want this. Make it easy for them. Because a lot of times, because men don't communicate as to what they want, and because men are not women, they'll get you things that you need, underwear, socks, because we look at men as stuff that they particularly need.
That is so safe. You know what I'm saying? That is safe.
It's because we don't know. Let me ask you a question. Men get taken out to dinner. I've seen it. And men get, I've seen it. Oh yeah, when I was, because my mom's birthday is usually around Father's Day, and I tried to make reservations for her birthday. Like one time it fell on Father's Day or around Father's Day, and it was booked. The reservations everywhere was booked because of Father's Day.
Okay, I'm going to prove my point here because we got to get ready to wrap up the show. I got a real job tomorrow. So anyway, but I'm gonna make my last point when I say the indifference in terms of economic praise that more mothers get than Father's Day. Back to Ali, what's his name?
Whatever his name is, the comedian.
Ali Shadiq, the comedian, just said about Father's Day being one of the worst holidays, right? Answer me this one question. When have you ever heard or seen a Mother's Day picnic for Mother's Day?
I've seen Father's Day picnics.
No. That's not the question. I said, when have you ever seen a Mother's Day picnic on Mother's Day for mothers? In the history of Mother's Day. When have you ever heard or seen that?
I haven't seen or heard no picnic for a mama.
All right. You want to know why that is? Because everybody go deep in their pockets. They reserve these restaurants and these tables to take mama out to a nice restaurant for Mother's Day. Fathers are so unacknowledged and unappreciated in societal terms that we are relegated to get among each other, go to a park to have a Father's Day picnic to celebrate one another and acknowledge one another. You don't think that's an imbalance?
I don't agree with you, LeVar. I've tried to make reservations and all of them were booked for Father's Day because of Father's Day. So that's not my experience. I'm not negating the fact that that may be your experience. I'm just saying that I've tried to make reservations and they were booked because of Father's Day. I've been at places where people were taking their father out and celebrating him. I'm sorry, that may not be your particular case, but it does happen that men are celebrated. So here's the thing that men can do, since we're going to be wrapping it up.
Yeah, before you go down, I want to quote what my boy Hendo said. I want to read what Hendo just said. He said, "This is what my boy Hendo in the he from Chicago, but he in the ATL right now. This is what he said. He said, a child will ask their dad to help get a gift for mom, and we cool with it. But role reverse, 98% of women ain't doing it. Do you agree with that statement?
No, y'all throwing out numbers. That's not true. 98% of women, you're saying 2% of a billion population is not trying to get nothing for the dad. People are married. No,
absolutely. Keep going.
Y'all gotta do more investigative work in terms of presenting numbers. Now, if you said sometime that's not gonna work for me. That don't make no sense. You're saying 2% of women out of a billion people. A lot of women are married, and we're talking about women from all income and racial backgrounds. It's not 2% of women are just only getting something for dad. It's more women than that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I believe that a big fuss is made about Mother's Day? Absolutely. I mean, I get it in terms of that. But what men need to do, instead of whining, just say what you want for Father's Day. That's all you say to the person that's going to be possibly buying a gift. Hey, I want such and such for Father's Day. Communicate. Be intentional. We know men ain't intentional because they ain't intentional about damn dating. So you ain't intentional about saying what you want, which makes sense. Can't say what you want for Father's Day. You can't say what you want in terms of dating. That's why a lot of y'all is single out here, because you don't know what you want and you whine. This ain't about Father's Day. It's about y'all whining and not, you're not intentional. You don't know what you want. Whine.
Fatima, I'm going to introduce you to my cousin.
Who's your cousin?
I got a cousin named Deborah. Okay. I got to tell this story because my uncle told me about it. My great uncle told me about it, and it made me laugh. And after hearing you say that, you automatically put me in my cousin's mind. My cousin just popped in my mind. He said, I went out to her house out there in Dalton. He said, it looked scary as hell. And all I seen was a bunch of cats out there that scared the shit out of me. I'm not lying. It was like,
I remind you of the cat
you
lady.
For that one, but when you just said that, I said, damn. I said, it's like I'm talking to my cousin right now because she got a bunch of cats.
I don't have a bunch of cats. We're not going to talk about my 2 cats that I have. And even
you got 3 on the way. You got 3 on the way.
No, I don't.
For 40 years of a week, you're gonna have 3. I am prophesying.
That doesn't mean that I won't have a man.
Right now.
That doesn't mean that I won't have a man. I have a date tomorrow, honey. So the top percent of the cute men on the dating website, they got money. So right. Woo! I left the other 90% alone that didn't present themselves in a way that was attractive.
I am going to touch on this. I am going to touch on this topic probably next week about when you say men are not intentional. You can't expect a man to be intentional or know his intentions for you even before the first date. You can't possibly know that.
Okay, so let we can touch upon it. When we mean by intentional, we're meaning about, remember, I'm on a dating site. I'll give you an example quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If a man is texting me and it's no call, what you texting me for? I can't get to know you via a text. Hey, you can pick up the phone and call me. I'm available, blah, blah, blah. If you don't do it, you ain't on shit. Next, blocked.
So can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
So
like you're having a
does it matter what form? Because I hear a lot of ladies take the time to get to know me. I hear a lot of ladies say that. Hold on. I hear a lot of ladies say this though. Does it really matter in what form I try to get to know you in?
You can't get to, let me make it very clear for the men in the back, the front, the side, and the side. I meet you on a dating site. I have not talked to you or met you in person. How am I going to get to know you via text? I need to hear how you sound, and I need to see you in person to see if there's any type of chemistry, and that if we mesh well, right? If you're texting me for weeks, if you're texting me a couple of times, like I've had a guy text me maybe once or twice, sweetie pie, I don't do a lot of texting. If you want to schedule a call, we can schedule a call. I ain't heard nothing else back from him. How are you expecting what? Right. I'm not mad because I'm going to still get a date. If it ain't him, it's somebody else. So at the end of the day, you don't know how to pick up the phone and communicate. You've never met me. You don't know how I sound, and you've never seen me in person. Texting communication could be, sporadic. If we've met, if we've talked on the phone, it's a balance. If you want to see, hey, how you doing? What's going on? If we've met, we've had a conversation, and you want to text maybe throughout the day, but that shouldn't be your only method. What's wrong with you? Like, you get what I'm saying? Pick up the phone and communicate like it used to be done in the old days. We didn't have all of this text message stuff. People had to actually pick up the phone, talk to each other on the phone, and they also had to go on dates to get to know each other.
I agree. There's a part of me that's old school in that way, and I would actually prefer that way. But you know what? The future is here. Modern day dating.
That's Black community. We got to stop blaming.
But I'm saying this is the new wave of meeting folks and dating now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, think about it. Hold on.
Not texting.
Let me compare this to another. Let me compare this to another thing because it's in the same realm of the dating market now in terms of online dating and stuff like that. When you go look for a job, back in the day, you can walk into the store and fill out an application nowadays. Back in the day. Nowadays, everything's online. Scan the Q code to fill out an application. The modern day wave is way different than we remember it. You know what I'm saying? And I have to always remind people, understand the time and where you were at, because a lot of things have changed. Like, I had a family member that was employed back in the 80s and stayed at a career for a long time, criticize somebody who was looking for a job in today's time. I said, you can't compare that to now because it's way different in terms of just applying for a job. It's the same way with the dating thing. You would prefer to meet somebody in person, but nowadays with people checking their bag and the economy where it is, you have to work. You got to kind of date on the fly and through the app. So yes, it's going to cut down time in other places. But hey, we're going to pick this up next week. I'm dead serious.
You cannot get to know nobody through no damn texting. I'm sorry.
I agree, but we're going to pick this up next week. But hey, we got to go ahead and wrap up the show. Shatima, do you have any rants, raves, advertisements, shout outs, fuck yous?
No, I don't have any FUs. We're doing the show next Wednesday too.
We're doing another show. We're doing the show next Wednesday. Hold on, see. Yeah, we're doing it possibly next Wednesday. I'm going to let everybody know Sunday about next, if it's going to be either Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. No, just get your waist beads. Men, don't text, call, ask a date. That's what you got to do in order to get to know women. And if you like her, be consistent. And if you don't like her, it will show and she will move on. So then you become the bottom 90% and you wham. Men at the 90%, you wham. Step your game up to get the women that you particularly want to stop that whining.
Good thing I am not in the wham category because I got my shit together. But anyway, oh man, I said wait to the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shatima, always, I appreciate you for coming on here. I appreciate everybody tuning in and watch the show, but I got a couple announcements to make. On top of Let's Talk About It Shy, which is pretty much a public and forum where I'm going to have a lot of people on here and numerous guests at certain points. But the Black Kelly Severai is branching off on 2 more independent shows. So I'm going to be a busy man coming up the rest of the year. Got an interview podcast show coming soon called In the Bar with Va. Okay, tune in. I'm trying to lock down my first guest. That's going to be a pre-recorded show. New show is going to be every Friday. Tune in, comment, like, subscribe. I'm looking forward to everybody tuning in to that show. It's going to be more one-on-one interview-like. So that's one part. And then the second part is Film Room, okay, with LeVar. And so that's going to be pretty much in the sports context, man. We're going to go over some reaction highlight videos. We're going to compare NFL, NBA, baseball players. We're going to branch off into a whole lot of other sports. I'm going to have several different guests on there. And I'm going to tell you, Tim actually gave me this. He gave me the idea for that the locker room, the Film Room podcast.
Okay.
He was talking about Kyler Murray going to the Minnesota Vikings, right? He said, man, he better get in there and learn them plays. And so he got me thinking. I'm like, I played quarterback. I know how to still make some plays. I still know how to call some plays in a huddle. And I said, you know what? I can teach Kyler Murray how to remember the playbook. So he kind of got my wheels turned. I said, you know what? Let me put this to study, and I'm going to do a lot of dope things in terms of fundamentals, teaching the game of football. We're going to look at older players. We're going to critique them. I'm going to have some other guests come on. We're going to put it on the big thing, pause it, critique it, etc. It's going to be a real dope show for my sports heads out there. So let's talk about it. Shy is branching off on 2 more individual shows, man. So, and that's going to also be a pre-recorded show. So stay tuned. Your boy is going to be busy. And you know, I'm going to see you guys next week, man. So be sure to tune in and look forward to those shows. I'm going to catch you guys on the other side of the pillow. Peace.
Bye.